Hello YouTube, this is Satsu5 and this is just going to be kind of a random video. I've gotten some stuff in the mail that are not necessarily knife related. I came into some money selling my Benchmade 42 because I was no longer flipping it and I wanted someone who would enjoy it to get it. And I sold it for $600 on eBay, and I kind of went a little bit crazy. I haven't really spent like a ton on of that money. I saved a good bit of it, but I did kind of just buy some things that were kind of in my radar of stuff to get, and not all of it's in yet, but I thought I'd go ahead and make the video on this and this. I got a new Zippo that's pretty fancy, and I haven't bought a Zippo in a long time, but I have a Zippo collection, believe it or not. I actually have a pyro related collection, a collection of matches, like Cuban cigar matches. It's like from a Cuban cigar company, that and these matches are cedar shafted. I have books of matches. I inherited my grandfather's collection of books of matches. Apparently we had that in common, and I found that out after he died. And I have a Zippo collection. I have a World War II Zippo collection. Something somewhat recently I got from my brother was a Hoodle Zippo. And it has no flint in it apparently. But, yeah, no flint. But anyways, I wanted to get me a really nice Zippo, and I'm going to compare it to this World War II commemorative. I have a World War II commemorative set, and at first I was like, hey, I'm not going to use this, I'm going to collect it, and I was like, I'm not enjoying this by it being in my bookshelf, so I'm going to enjoy it, and that's what I did. I have 4 World War II commemorative Zippos with a commemorative keychain, and this, I'm going to talk about this first. I'm going to show it to you first. The whole point of getting this was twofold. One, this is a titanium straw, by the way. One, I wanted a reusable straw to use with my Yeti tumbler. I told myself I was never going to get a Yeti tumbler because they're overpriced. But I was at the beach. I needed something to put to mix my mixed drinks in. This was what they had at the big store, we call it, the Gulf Mart in Bolivar Peninsula. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and get it because why not? I see Yetis as more of a status symbol than a practical product. They work. Don't get me wrong. They work. But so do Stanleys and other double, triple-walled tumblers or thermoses and stuff. There's really nothing uniquely special about them, especially since their patent went out, so now other off-brand companies can use a similar lid and configuration. But I got one. I'm pretty happy with it far as a product is concerned, but I probably, in the grand scheme of things, overpaid for it. But I wanted a reusable straw for this because when I'm at the beach, and if I'm not at a bar getting a mixed drink, I'm usually making my own mixed drink, and this is what I put it in. So I wanted a straw for that, a reusable straw for that. And also my stepsister was making a big fuss about plastic straws. And then later, a few days later, she posted a picture of herself at a bar on Instagram, and she was using a plastic straw. So I kind of wanted to get a reusable straw just to jack with her and say, hey, look what I'm doing, I'm being all earth friendly. But this is it. I think this cost me around $7 to $10. I can't remember exactly, I'd have to look it up. But it's a titanium straw. I wanted titanium, did not want stainless steel. And why did I want titanium? Because you can flame anodize it. I don't know how well that's picking up, but I flame anodized it with a torch lighter from my lighter collection, and I love flame anodized titanium. I love blue anodized titanium, and I just did the tip of it for now, and a little bit later I'll move it down a little bit further. But this is my titanium straw. They're really not too expensive unless you get the ones that are pre-anodized. but I just get a standard titanium straw that makes sure it's long enough to fit in your cup. And this one also came with a cleaning brush, which has pieces of the gift bag in it. Anyways, I wanted to show you that straw just because, hey, it's something that's a little bit different. My friend Daniel has stainless steel straws, and I wanted a titanium one. So if you want a titanium straw, I'll try to put a link in the description. And let's get to the Zippo thing, because I think that's what people are most excited about. What Zippo did I get? Well, I'll tell you, I got an armored Zippo. I've never had an armored Zippo before, and I got this one. $49.95 sticker price. And as you can see, it has some kind of jewel in it. I don't know what it is. Heavily textured, has kind of a nautical theme to it, which I really love. I love the compass rose. I love, you know, the nautical theme, and I kind of love exploration. So this Zippo has been on my list, my Amazon list, for years. I was like, man, that's a lot of money for the Zippo. And I was finally, you know, had extra money around. I was like, I'm going to get that Zippo. And it talks about the armored aspect of it, telling you about how much more times as thick it is. And I haven't opened this yet. It still has the sticker on it. As you can see, it's mirror polished, which I love, and it's probably not going to last. It's probably going to get scratched up. Also came with this little tab. It says crystal lensed Swarovski elements. I'm guessing that's that jewel. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I'm keeping this. I'm gonna look it up later. But I'm gonna take the sticker off, and we're gonna measure the case. And some of you might think this is sacrilegious, but I'm gonna put a butane insert in this. So I like the Thunderbolt butane insert. I was thinking about maybe getting a Z+, but I like having butane because I'm not a smoker, and keeping one of these filled is just too big of a hassle and too expensive for someone who doesn't use a lighter on a daily basis. By the way, this one has a brass colored or brass insert in it. And I'm going to see if there was a big difference in the case. I got my calipers, and first I'm going to measure the lid, and I'm okay, 0.1 inch. Let's see millimeters. 0.4 millimeters, 0.3 millimeters. I'm squeezing on it. 0.2 millimeters towards the tip. Okay, I think we're settled at 0.2 millimeters at the lid. .5 millimeters. I'm sliding up. 0.4 millimeters and 0.3 millimeters. So basically what I'm doing is I'm starting from the back, squeezing it, and I'm pulling it forward. And it's kind of equalizing at 0.4 millimeters. See, inches. It says 0.1, well, 0.1 inches, 0.2 inches. I think the millimeters might be a little bit more accurate. But that's the lid. Now let's do the case. Now I'm doing the back of the case because this has a risen, you know, medallion on it, I guess you would call it. 0.1 millimeters. And I'm going to do the same with this one. 0.4 millimeters. 0.3 millimeters. Okay, we're going to call that 0.3 millimeters. So I'm putting significant pressure on it, so I'm trying to get it as accurate as possible. I'm not holding this thing loosely. So from 0.3 millimeters on this one to 0.2 millimeters. So it's just a little bit thicker. If I were going to measure this, it's 2.1 millimeters on that medallion. And I just thought I would show you that. I thought you might be interested. I got some more Zippos, but these are the ones that are in grabbing distance at the moment. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll put some links in the description. I'm Satsu5 and I'm out.